Priscilla B, and this is part 2 of the tarot card reading. Right? Yeah, because we started one earlier. All right, so I'm going to just do a 5-card Wing of Isis. This is what I like to call this the Swan deck or the All-Seeing Eye deck, Mysterious Eye deck, because that has an eye on it and has swan themes in it. So we're going to do this. We're going to shuffle these up. Hey, let me do it. You want to show them? Say hi. She wants to say hi and then she hides. She's playing hide and go seek right now. Playing hide and go seek. All right, so 5 cards. I'm going to do an interpretation of these. Here, Angel, can you hold these for me? No? Okay. So the first card we have is Ten of Pentacles. And in the Ten of Pentacles, this one's fiery. It's coming right out of my hand here. You see here a man and a woman with a little baby holding little baby's hands. Or it could be a man and a man or a woman and a woman with a child. One figure is a little bit bigger than the other. So see it how you see it. And then I like to think of it as 2 guardians of this child. And they're holding these child's hands. And as we all know in life, our journey through life can be very difficult at times, but when we have the dual partnership here, the 2 guardians looking out for us and holding our hand and guiding us, when we have these 2 mentors in our life, we all know that having extra people there to help us and guide us is always a lot easier than having no one at all. And I like to look at this card and I like to say, this card to me represents that dual partnership, that you're not alone and that there are people out there who are looking after you. There are people out there who are watching you and helping you through this journey toward the light. Because as you can see in this picture, there's a lot of light there. And I like to think of this as a positive card when you draw this one from the deck. And 10 of Pentacles is the highest number of pentacles. So I like to think that, this is actually a lot of pentacles right here. And this is actually a lot of wealth and prosperity coming your way. And that this is actually a lot of light and beauty and the rainbow colors and the flower. And I like to think that this is beauty and this is light and that there are people there supporting you and guiding you and loving you. And you're not alone. And that this child represents your child, your inner child inside yourself. I feel like we all are the child of someone. And even if these 2 people might not be your actual parents, just know that there are more than one person right now who are looking out for you and watching you and helping you and loving you and supporting you. And that's what I draw the first card. Very positive card to draw the first time. And then Angel's got some cards over here too. I also have here the Judgment card, 10-10. These little X's on top here represent 10 each, so together that is 20. And this is Judgment. Maybe this is like 20/20 vision, where not everyone has that 20/20 vision, where not everyone sees eye to eye. Not everyone sees everything evenly. Some people, they see more obstacles in their way. They see an open door and they see that they might be facing trouble outside that door and more trauma outside that door and more not so much strength, as this can be seen as a dark hole or a dark orb, and it's not something positive. But you can also see that from judgment and from open doors comes possibility, because some judgment made on people who've made poor choices have good outcomes. I know I've seen a lot in the news recently that people who've done really bad things are being judged right now in an actual courtroom, and they are actually getting sentenced to pay for their crimes. So in some regard, judgment is good, and even though it can be scary once you open that door, it's also good to face your fears as well. And also you can look at this as coming through the doorway and maybe going inside a home and coming away from this. So right now I feel like there is some judgment either being put on you Not that you've done anything worth going to jail for, prison for, hopefully not. But I feel like maybe you are seeing that there's a lot of judgment in this world, and there's a lot of judgment being done, and maybe you're afraid to go outside, and maybe you'd rather stay inside. So I see that as something happening. You want me to read this one next? Okay. Angel drew this card, the Four of Pentacles. What do you think this card means, Angel? She's like a baby. She doesn't know. But anyways, so that's the card she drew. So, anytime you see Pentacles, though, I just want to point out that anytime you see Pentacles, I have the Four of Pentacles here. This is what, this representation of the Four of Pentacles looks like here. And then, hey, I'm trying to record. You want to use the phone? Yeah? I'm almost done. Okay. Anytime you see the Pentacles cards, this is a Four of Pentacles, and this is a Nine of Pentacles. Anytime you see the Pentacle cards, I just want to say that the Pentacles is always is like coins. So it could be Nine of Coins, it can be Nine of Pentacles. Pentacles translates to coins, and that represents money, wealth, prosperity. There's some other deeper meanings, but money in itself can mean a lot of things. You know, money is a huge resource for people, and that's what they use to trade goods. That's what they use to pay their bills. That's what they hope to be paid after they're done working that week. After their shift ends, they hope the money gets deposited into their account. And when I see the Nine of Pentacles here, it looks like a woman with a flower, and there's a bird on her shoulder. And I think, and this bird isn't just like a little, blue jay or bluebird or anything like that. This is a more stronger, more, I feel like a masculine energy, like a big giant hawk right there, or a falcon, it looks like, not really sure. I don't know too much about birds. But there's also this big giant yellow flower right here too, with the pentacle symbol. And I think that this all here represents, there's also a house in the back, and it looks like it's almost nightfall because there's lights on in the windows, and she's outside naked, far away from the house. And there's this tree here too with all these colors going through it. And I feel like she is more part of the nature in this picture. She's more attuned with the earth. And look at the pentacles coming up out of the earth from the flowers. Like, she sees pentacles as being resources and as something that she can use to protect herself. Whereas the house, normally you would think, okay, in the house, that's safety there. But I feel like she feels safer outside, naked, with nature, and she feels more alive and more like herself versus here in the house. And I think what this card here with the Nine of Pentacles is saying is that there's a lot of wealth and prosperity to make outside of the home, and she feels safe enough to be completely naked, not wearing any clothes, but then letting nature protect her and letting the natural elements of the earth make her feel safe versus this home over here. And this is where she feels safest. And I think that speaks out a lot towards, us as human beings, where, we tend to want to stay inside where we feel safe. And then when we go outside, the world out there can be a lot more dangerous than inside our homes. But sometimes we have to go outside our home in order to get money so that we can keep the home. So it's very interesting that, that is how it works. But nowadays, actually, there's a lot of remote work out there. They have these remote jobs now, and you can actually stay inside and work from home, and you can feel safe inside your home and still make money to keep your home, and you don't have to travel outside your home as much. And I feel like everyone is different. Like, some people rather work from home because they feel safer there, and I feel like Some people might feel safer outside of their home because they're just used to that kind of environment, and like they'd rather be out there socializing and talking with other people, whereas some people rather be inside and that's where they feel more comfortable. So it all really depends on who you are. Um anyways, so I picked a few cards and it looks like they got all scrambled, egged, and everything. So I'm just gonna shuffle the cards. I'm gonna go. So with the Wing of Isis, you have a few things, going on. You have the problem, you have to solve the problem, what happens once the problem is solved, what rewards are coming your way once the problem is restored, and then overall your feelings towards resolving the problem. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull some cards. I pulled the Ten of Pentacles again. I think that's a sign from the universe that, you know, you're not alone right now and you're gonna be okay. Everything's gonna work out for the best. And then I have the King of Pentacles, which is, again, the number top card because it goes 10, then it goes King, Queen, right? Ace of Pentacles. So a lot of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, right? And then we have the Queen. Oh my God, I drew the Queen, the King, the 10, the 2, and the 9 of Swords. And this is why I call this the Swan deck, because it has this like evil swan in there chomping. Like, but then this little boy, he looks completely unafraid of this swan chomping down on him, like about to eat him. He just is like, in the moment, he's just not afraid. Like, he doesn't know what's going to happen next. Most likely the swan is going to try to eat him, but he's like just completely surrendering to the universe and letting the universe and fate just decide what happens to him. And he's not going to let fear control him, and he's just going to surrender completely to the universe. And I feel like with the 9 of Swords in play, you know, 9, 10, King, Queen, 2, King, 2, Queen, yay, that's better. Oh, there, you're safer on their floor right there. I feel like this overall reading is, it's got really a lot of positivity here. I really feel like there's a lot of positivity in this reading. And so I would say that the problem you're facing is that you're not trusting and you're not believing that you're okay, and that there are people out there who support you. I mean, you may not be feeling it right now, but they are there, and they're holding your hand, and they're letting you know everything's going to be okay. And then I feel like with the King of Pentacles, you have the ox here, and it has the pentacle necklace on right here. And there's this guy holding onto the horns and doing this like gymnastic crazy stunt thing right now. Which is pretty crazy. Aww. My daughter Angel's trying to stand up. It's so cute. You can do it, sweetie. You got this. And there's these strawberries that are like swinging in the air with the ox, and this is the king, and he's just like having so much fun right now with the strawberries and the ox, and he's holding onto the ox for dear life, but like he's also like so super strong, and the ox super strong, and they're just like in it to win it, you know. They're having some fun here, and I feel like that's what's gonna happen if you believe that everything is gonna be okay and everything is gonna work out for the best. Then there's like gonna be like a lot of fun in store for you, and you're gonna be able to enjoy, you know, the fruits of your labor. You know, this guy's like working really hard, like an ox is a hard worker, right? So in the fields, the ox would, you know, help bring in the crops. And I feel like this king is just having fun, and he's just like, yes, I'm strong, I'm working hard like the ox here, I'm enjoying the fruits of my labor. The strawberries here are sweet and delicious, and I feel like it's gonna be working out for you. And then I feel like the Two of Pentacles is knowing that, you know, this guy, he's sitting on this wall, this really very well made wall, and he's just juggling these two pentacles, it looks like. And it looks like he's just smiling. He's like, you know what? You know, first you have a bad day, then you have a good day. Bad day, good day. You know, life keeps rolling on and rolling on, and you go through the motions and everything. But just know, like, it just keeps going, and you just got to keep going. So if you have to believe that you have people there to support you, you do. And you have to enjoy the fruits of your labor. If you're working hard and you're feeling like you're not deserving of a reward, that's just not true, because look at this gold coin and look at this crown. You are going to get rewarded. Whether you believe it or not, you are going to get the pentacles. You are going to get the money. And, you know, life has its ups and downs, just like with juggling. You throw one ball up and another comes down. But then, you know what? You're balanced. On this wall, he's just sitting perfectly balanced, this sturdy wall. All of your hard work, your ups and your downs, they have all contributed to the hard work that you've done to build this strong, sturdy wall with this strong, sturdy foundation. And you know at the end of the day that you worked hard and that you deserve these coins. More coins, more pentacles, lots of money. And then we also have the queen here. And it looks like she is also enjoying the fruits of her labor, and she's holding her money close to her. I think in this picture, she doesn't want to let go. She doesn't want to, let this money out of her sight, because she has worked hard for it and it means something to her. And she has the strawberries as well, and like some of them have bites in them, so she is enjoying the fruits of her labor. It also kind of looks like she's sitting on one big giant strawberry right here. And this strawberry, to me, I think this represents that she is really sitting and enjoying the fruits of her labor right now. And like, she's worked hard, very hard, but now she's enjoying those fruits of her labor, and now she's resting, and she's holding her money close to her, and she's protecting it because she doesn't want to let it out of her sight. And that's what makes her the queen, because, you know, queens usually, they sit next to the king, and in the olden days they really didn't say much. Some queens, they usually just let the king do everything, because that's the way things were done back then. With a few exceptions, of course. But I think, like, right now she's just in solitude, in solemn thoughts and thinking, while enjoying her strawberry and enjoying the fruits of her labor. And then I think the Nine of the Swords here really represents the inner child. Like I said in the beginning, we all have this inner child, and we all need people there to support us and hold us and protect us. And I think this child knows this, that if you really let this sink in and really believe it, then you are going to know that you can just surrender to the universe, because the universe will take care of you ultimately. And this evil swan trying to jump away at you is not going to get you down. And at the end of the day, you're just going to let the universe do all the work. And when it guides you in the right direction, you'll know it, and you'll choose it, and you'll be better for it, and you'll enjoy it, and you'll have your beautiful sunshine, your flowers. And you'll have your strawberries and your king, and you'll have more pentacles, and you'll have the king and the queen, and together it'll harmonize. And the king and the queen, I think also represent, the man and the woman here, feminine, masculine energy. Doesn't have to be a man specifically, doesn't have to be a female specifically, just those two energies intertwined into making this child feel safe and loved. And I think that is the reading right there. And once you accept this and believe this, you're going to be feeling so much better, because you're going to know that you're loved and you're supported and you are cared for. There are people out there who love you and care for you and support you. Thanks for watching. Bye.